like to thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to my speech. So first off, did you know that according to the Huffington Post 2013 article that only 6.7% of the world obtains a college degree? This is a crazy statistic, and today I would like to talk about some of the factors that go hand in hand with that statistic. So education is something that is very valuable and should be cherished. Resources for obtaining an education vary dramatically across the world, and my speech is going to cover what countries have the most resources and the highest education rates, what countries have the least amount of resources and the lowest education rates, and also why some students may choose to study internationally. So as many know, I'm currently in the process of getting my college degree, and this is part of the reason why I chose this topic, because I want to know why some countries have declining education systems and why some countries have better ones. So education varies drastically across the world, from quality of education, resources for obtaining it, and also completion rates. So pertaining to the countries with a highly ranked education system, in a 2017 article on US News, they ranked the United Kingdom at number 1, the United States at number 2, Canada at number 3, Germany at number 4, and France at number 5. These countries have a lot in common as far as infrastructure and overall national development goes. Their economic and socioeconomic factors are quite similar as well. As far as money goes, each country is well off, as every country's gross domestic product is well over $1.5 trillion. This plays a big role because they have the resources to build schools and universities, and they can also pay for books like these ones here, which many countries are not fortunate enough to pay for. And also, they have the ability to hire great employees to teach these children and people different forms of education. So the average completion rate for all of these countries is roughly 52%, which is pretty high. It goes to show that a lot of the people in these countries that go to get a college degree, they do over half the time. Like I stated earlier, education varies dramatically across the world. According to Jennifer O'Neill's 2016 article on global citizens, some of the worst countries for education are Chad, Sierra Leone, Mali, South Sudan, and Ethiopia. And just from reading these names, there are already a couple comparisons right off the bat. All of these countries are third world countries, and they're all located in Africa. With information gathered from CNBC Africa in a 2017 article, these countries' average gross domestic product is only $680,000. And this may seem like a lot for an individual, but for a whole country, it's quite low. Comparing to the previous countries who boast an average gross domestic product of over $1.5 trillion. For these countries, life is completely different. It is a standard that many of us will never live in or never even experience. Their economic standings are very low, that they can't even pay for schools, books, employees, and they even can't pay for paper and pens. This causes many adults to be illiterate their entire lifetime, and for kids to not even attend a day of school. And this leads me to my next point, where I'll be talking about why some students may choose to study internationally. Here at PSU, 7% of our student enrollment are international students, which to me is so great because our campus is so diverse with many different cultures and great people. Some leading reasons that I found in a 2016 article on international students are that international studies allow an opportunity to experience a new way of life with different values and norms, and also the strength of it, the quality of education is completely different as well, especially if they're coming from a country who has a broken education system. It gives them many opportunities to learn a new style of schooling, and it also opens up many doors to different career opportunities. If there are any international students enrolled in this class, I would love to hear your responses for why you decided to study internationally and how it has been going for you so far. In conclusion, education is something that should not be taken for granted because not everyone has the luxury of being able to choose where they want to go to school or even has the option to go to school at all. After this, I hope everyone has a deeper insight into the reality of education across the world and makes the most of their opportunities. Thank you.
Right on.